Hey, what up, Ty 1822? Here to review WWE Monday Night Raw. First thing first, I want to see best of luck to Jerry the King Lawler last night. He had a heart attack at the announce table. You had Michael Cole, announced to the world on live television. The guy had tears in his eyes. Big ups to Michael Cole and the whole WWE still are able to entertain the people in a situation like this. And from all wrestling fans, best wishes to you, Jerry the King Lawler. You will get through this. So Raw opens up with CM Punk and Bret Hart in the ring. And I didn't expect CM Punk to get booed like this in Canada. I was saying to myself, okay, it's going to be a pro-Punk crowd. But no, they booed CM Punk before he even opened his mouth. This segment was okay right here. CM Punk didn't really go in at Bret Hart like I expected to really draw some heat, but he was just bragging about what if with Bret Hart. It was really nothing. A tag team match: The Miz and Antonio Cesaro, I think that's his last name, versus R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, the tag team champions. This match was okay. The tag team champions R-Truth and Kofi Kingston get the victory. A six Divas tag team match: Eve Torres, Layla, Caitlyn versus Natalya, Beth Phoenix, and Alicia Fox. Eve Torres got the victory for her team. Randy Orton versus CM Punk. This was an okay match. Dolph Ziggler interfered. Jerry the King Lawler interfered himself. It got changed to a tag team match. Jerry the King Lawler and Randy Orton defeated Dolph Ziggler and CM Punk. Cause Punk was talking to Paul Heyman, came down at ringside and just left Ziggler there to get his ass beat. Slater versus Ryback. Of course, Ryback beat him. Squash match. Sheamus versus Mr. Bowtie Swag David Otunga, like my homie McCartney calls him. Of course, squash match. Sheamus get the victory. The primetime players are no longer the number one contenders for the tag team titles. So AJ Lee made a number one contenders match. Primetime players versus Kane and Daniel Bryan. This was a good match right here. Kane choke slam Daniel Bryan on one of the members of the primetime players. And that was the pin. Daniel Bryan and Kane are the number one contenders. And this shows you that WWE once again shits on the tag team division. The primetime players became the number one contenders on SmackDown. All of a sudden, AJ Lee say, oh, no longer the number one contenders. Kane and Daniel Bryan, they're going to be a very entertaining tag team. But I prefer the primetime players to become the tag team champions first. Then you had Daniel Bryan and Kane defeat them. It could have been better like that. You could have had Daniel Bryan, Kane going against Hills. Not them going against babyface tag team champions. I didn't like that right there. But it shows you that WWE, once again, just shits all over the tag team division. Because in other promotions, you don't see shit like that. Tyson Kidd versus Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio squashed them. Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. This was a solid match right here. Cody Rhodes get the victory. Now, they said it was going to be an interview with CM Punk. Bret Hart and John Cena. CM Punk came out. This was a really good segment right here. And, Bret Hart saying that he see that cocky, Shawn Michaels, back in the day. And, CM Punk and John Cena, man, this rival, man, it could be really good, man, because John Cena was going in on CM Punk talking about you promised edgy TV, ice cream bars, and all this, a new era, and none of that stuff happened. You being champion, that don't just mean nothing. It's more than just being a WWE champion. He was bringing up that, he don't main event pay-per-views and all this stuff. CM Punk went to go hit Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart hit CM Punk. He left out the ring. Segment over. But like I said, man, CM Punk and John Cena, this could be a great feud right here if WWE just make sure they do all the right things with it. In the situation with Paul Heyman, that's the key to this feud. Paul Heyman. This could be a great feud. This could finally be that great feud that John Cena needs. Because to me, John Cena never had a great feud to me. Edge, Cena was good, but it's not legendary. There's nothing legendary about it. Cena, Orton, overrated. So overrated. Never been in love with that feud. But like I said, man, it was a great segment. CM Punk, John Cena with Paul Heyman. They can finally have an epic feud, man. They can have an epic feud. And I hope WWE don't drop the ball. But it's WWE. I'm used to them dropping the ball. So, Raw was alright show. And like I said, best wishes to Jerry the King Lawler. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.